Today we are going to start a very interesting chapter of geography, chapter 2, globes, latitudes and longitudes. Children, why do we study latitudes and longitudes? Because these are imaginary lines on the globe that are helpful to find it out the location of a particular place on the earth. Now we'll study about globe. I'm sure children, you must have seen the globe in the school. So, what is a globe? A globe is a spherical model of the earth. Globe comes in various sizes and types. Let us understand the definition of a globe. A globe is a miniature representation of the earth and showing its actual shape, position and other related features. A globe tilts on its axis just like the earth. In a globe, the axle joins the two poles of the globe. It can represent the surface features, directions and distance of the earth accurately. Children, we have seen the globe and some lines on the globe which are drawn vertically and horizontally. These horizontal and vertical lines are called latitudes and longitudes. First of all, we will discuss about what is a latitude and its importance. Latitude. Latitude is the angular distance of a place north or south of the equator. The equator is taken as the starting line and is marked as the 0-degree latitude. The latitude of the North Pole is 90 degree north and the South Pole is 90 degrees south. Let us study the features of latitudes now. It is angular distance of a place north or south of the equator. There are 181 parallels of latitude. Each parallel of latitude is a circle. All the parallels of latitude are not of equal length. The circle becomes smaller towards the pole. The distance between any two parallels of latitude is always equal. The North Pole and South Pole are fixed points. There are some important lines of latitude to study the earth. Let us start. Equator. It is the longest parallel dividing the earth into two equal hemispheres, northern and southern hemisphere. Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north. It marks the northernmost limit of the overhead sun. Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south. It marks the southernmost limit of the overhead sun. Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree north. Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south. Now let us study about longitude. It is also known as meridian. It is the angular distance of that place east or west of a prime meridian. It is measured in degrees, minutes and seconds. The longitude is called meridian, which means midday. It is also called because all places on any line of meridian have their noon at the same time. There are total 360 longitudes on the earth. Now, features of longitudes. It is the angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian. There are 360 meridians or longitudes. The prime meridian is the 0 degree. All the meridians are of equal length, but they are not parallel to each other. The distance between any two meridians is not equal. They converge from the equator to the poles. Let us come to the next topic, heat zones of the earth. According to the temperature received by different parts of the world, the whole earth is divided into mainly three different heat zones. First, torrid zone, second, temperate zone, third, frigid zone. Let us study them one by one. Torrid zone. The region between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn receives direct rays of the sun almost throughout the year. This area receives maximum heat and is called the torrid, that is hot zone. It extends from equator to Tropic of Cancer in the north and equator to Tropic of Capricorn in the south. This region receives maximum amount of sunlight throughout the year. Second zone is the temperate zone. The regions between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere are moderately hot. This is because the angle of the sun rays decreases as we move towards the poles. These areas have moderate temperature and are called the temperate zones. Third, frigid zone. Near the polar regions, the rays of the sun are very slanted and it is very cold. The regions between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole are called the frigid zones.